here with Chevy and Us. We have some beautiful weather out here. I figured we would do an update, get you guys updated on where we're at, how the trip has gone so far, and we'll also talk about Terry and how he found out about this 1955 Series 1 pickup truck. So yesterday we left Phoenix around noon and we got into Salt Lake City at midnight. We lost an hour, so it took us 11 hours to get there. The roads were horrible the way we went. We went through Flagstaff, and man, that 89 is horrible.
Yeah, we'll never do that again.
Super bumpy.
Sure.
I think our tires almost came off the ground a few times on some of those bumps. It was horrible. The car that we're hauling did great. It did not move. The straps did their jobs, but we're going to go back through Vegas on the way home. We got into Salt Lake, stayed at the hotel, woke up this morning, and picked up Aaron. Weather was raining as we left Salt Lake City, got into the canyons, and it was snowing, which we expected that because it's higher elevation there. But now we're in Wyoming. Weather's beautiful. We keep having a few snow flurries here and there between the clouds that are dropping some, and in between it's sunshine. But this is Aaron. He's my younger brother, and he's going to join us for the rest of the trip. We figured we might need some extra muscle out there trying to get this truck unstuck from where it's been for the past 50 years or so. But Terry, I'm sure the viewers are interested in finding out, how did you find out about this truck? Where did you get the lead from? Go ahead and tell us about that.
Well, I've had my share of older vehicles over the years, and as a result of that, gone to various cruise-ins in the Phoenix area. And I had a 56 Chevy 210, and it was a beautiful car. It was painted the colors of the day that you could order that car in 1956. So it was a two-tone tropical blue with, tropical turquoise and ivory white. Beautiful car. Anyway, there was another guy that would come to the cruise-ins as well, and he had a 56 Chevy also that was the same colors. So we'd park next to each other and became good friends. His name's Phil Kaiser, and he's from Montana. Comes down to Arizona in the wintertime, and we got to talking one day, and I had shared with him that I really had a desire to someday build a Patina truck, and find an old truck and put new suspension underneath it, and probably do an engine swap, maybe an LS, maybe do the interior, make sure it had air conditioning, because you're in Arizona, you got to have air conditioning. Anyway, we were talking about this, an old truck, and he said, well, I know where one is. And I said, really? What is it? Where is it at? He said, it's a 55 Chevy truck, and it's in Montana on my grandpa's old ranch. I said, wow, what kind of condition is it in? He said, well, I don't know. I haven't seen it for a long time. I asked him, well, how long do you think it's been sitting there? He said he thought it'd probably been sitting there for 50 years on the ranch without being driven. So I was then concerned about, well, what kind of condition might it be in? Talked about, the only thing I knew about Montana was that maybe it snows quite a bit, more than I thought. It rains a lot. He said it's in the eastern part of Montana, and he thought it probably didn't snow or rain as much there in that part of the state, and that he thought it might be in pretty good condition. The kicker was, I said, well, how much you gonna want for it if I go up there and get it? And he said, you know what, if you're willing to take the time and make the effort to go up there and get it, I have the title, it's ready to go, I'll give it to you. Well, that's all he needed to say. So we're on our way to rescue this 1955 Series 1 Chevy truck.
So Series 1, a lot of people, when we post the picture, think that it is a 54 or maybe a 53, and we just don't know what we're talking about. But a 1955, Series 1, they had leftover trucks from 1954, and they kept making those trucks for the first part of the year in 1955. So you have a Series 1 which people see as a 54, 53, and you have a Series 2, which is the more commonly known Tri-5, you know, 56, 57 looking truck. I have a 1955 Series 2, and Terry now, after we rescue this truck, will have a 1955 Series 1. We think that's going to be kind of cool, going to shows like that and having two trucks side by side that are built in the same year, but different times of the year, and because of that, they look completely different. But there's more to the story. We'll get you some more as we travel around. We'll do some more videos here and get you more information about the truck and our trip to Montana in February when we went there to see the condition of the truck and to find out if it had some rust on it, if it didn't, what shape was it in, and if it would be possible to, you know, get it out of there. And we'll update you there. You can subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Facebook. You can go to the YouTube channel that we have. All of it is Chevy and Us. We made it really easy. They're all the same. For those of you that don't know, subscribing to a channel on YouTube is free. Anybody can do it. Anybody can post a channel. It's all free. And that's why we're going to be sharing these awesome stories with you guys. We're going to be posting a lot of interviews with Terry's friends and people that I know that have awesome Chevy trucks or cars, motors in their Fords, whatever. The key and the kicker is it's going to have some part of a Chevy for us to do an interview on it. So follow us there, and we'll catch you guys later.